So here we go. With the most recent news about Travis Hunter and his fiance, Leanna, I'm forced to think about this in a way where as an athlete, you have so many coaches.
Yeah.
Think about it, Peggy.
Mm-hmm.
You got a nutritionist,
Yes, sir.
who's in essence a wellness coach. You got a strengthening and conditioning coach. Mm-hmm. You got a speed coach for the off season. You got a position coach for the regular season. You got a head coach, right? You got a mental health coach.
Coordinators, whatever.
Like you got a lot of coaches. But who's really coaching the supporting cast of the athletes? Think about that. And I seen the post that, Leanna kind of made. Yeah. And in some parts, I'm saying to myself, little sis, you ain't gonna win that. So who's giving the counsel to the supporting cast? So this Newton's Law is catered to those type of things. And we're gonna use Travis Hunter, like a lot of people have, as an example. Drinking and driving will change your whole world. The next time you're out with friends, consider what would happen if you got pulled over after a night of drinking, like the legal fees or the time in court, or a DUI on your record. Your decision to drink and drive can change someone else's world too, if you hurt or kill them in a crash. Instead, what if your decision to call a sober ride changed your world for the better? Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by Nixon. That's an example. And I love Trav.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that Trav has done. He's been a model citizen, an unbelievable athlete. Is he deserving of the Heisman? Absolutely. Is he deserving of the Thorpe? Absolutely. Did he? Nope. But did he deserve it? Biletnikoff? Yep. Ollie Maxwell? Yep. He's a model guy. And when I'm listening to Leanna's kind of debriefing of catching people up to speed, one of the main things that she said that I want to highlight is Travis is an unbelievable person. Mm-hmm. That's the case. And unfortunately, Leanna, and I saw you this past weekend and I wanted to talk to you so dearly, and I still do want to talk to you. Not to just be like, I talked to her, just to be able to say like, sis, baby, you are a beautiful soul. You are probably what Travis needs. Yeah. But when you're playing this game of fame, you're never going to win.
You got to elaborate on that, though.
Because everybody, like, your life becomes people's talking point. Why is she saying that? Why she ain't defending her man? Why she doing the most? Why she always in all the limelight? Why are her and Travis always, they gonna say something about anything and everything. Yeah. And even for Trav, it's like, bro.
He came out and spoke too.
He did. And he was extremely right. But athletes, entertainers, young and up and coming talent, you're famous for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Whether you become a bust or not. Whether you're famous for the rest of your life. Hey, ain't that? You're that person now.
Correct.
And there's no flipping on the switch and not flipping on the switch and saying, I want to be famous that day and don't want to be famous right now. Like, I'm eating with my family, so I don't want to be famous. Let me cut that off. It don't work like that. And I see, while I was looking at that video, I saw Leanna, and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, bro, like, she a good girl, man. Mm-hmm. And even the interactions that I've seen her over this past weekend, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she is. We didn't really get to talk in depth. But the thing about it is, my heart goes out to her because nobody's coaching her in this magnitude.
Yeah, but can they?
And that's the most frustrating thing, Peg.
Yeah.
Like, when you say, but can they? Who is Leanna going to go to now?
And that's the question.
Her mom? Her
mom?
Best friend?
Yeah.
No, you're out. You're a castaway.
And even if another girlfriend or fiance or wife of another college, maybe even pro player that's in her
Nobody can relate to her. That's what, in essence, we're saying.
Yeah.
So even for Travis, who can relate to Travis? I mean, he has an unbelievable coach that can relate to him.
Yeah.
That's what makes that relationship even more dynamic and special, because he can. And a lot of times, and the only reason why I'm using this is because I want to bring people into perspective of understanding, bro. It's hard, bro. It's hard to be an athlete in this day and age of social media, an entertainer in this day and age of social media. And when you're trying to explain yourself, you're not going to be able to explain yourself every single time. Which makes it, or make you, as athletes sometimes, as supporting cast sometimes, faceless figures. It's just better that way. Let's just put it like that. How many times have we heard Savannah James explain a situation?
Right. She did.
You see what I'm saying? How many times have we heard Sierra explain a situation?
Yeah, I mean, obviously she's famous before Russell Wilson's
Yeah,
wife,
but to my point, it's
I
like,
understand. She's not going out and saying, "Hey, this is our relationship."
yeah,
XYZ, yeah.
it's like you're. So
You can't shoot
I'm
everybody.
I'm not trying to discredit the person, but this is just how it goes. So who's coaching the supporting cast? Who's coaching the girlfriend? Who's coaching the fiance? Who's coaching the wife? Who's coaching the homeboy? Who's coaching the uncle, the auntie? Who's coaching the mom? Who's coaching the dad? For a player who has a lot of coaches. Some have financial advisors, which is a financial coach. Like when you look at this situation like this, you ask yourself, it's like, well, Cam, won't you do it? It's like, yeah, but I don't think I can be of service to a person like that because I relate more to Trav.
Yeah.
And if I do talk to her, it's obviously gonna be I only can give her advice from the player side, what the player needs.
I got something for that, and I asked you. And while you were saying that, that's why I wanted to ask. I'm like, and I know everybody normally say, the player, he's going through this, support him, he's providing his life, but like, who really has it worse? Because that's not, obviously they're receiving the benefits, the player is working, but you all, as a player, have so many people to be like, look, this how you do it, this how you do it, this how you, they don't have that. And with all the work that you're doing, like their life is just thrusted into mainstream. She didn't act. I mean, obviously, being you Travis Hunter's fiance, of course, it's gonna come.
Yeah,
but it's not like
I don't think she
tough.
knows the magnitude of what she was getting herself into.
Yeah.
Nor did I think Travis
knew. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I said it multiple times. Travis Hunter has more media impact in this day and age. The last player we seen have this much impact, media impact, was Johnny Manziel.
Correct. In this time, yeah.
Like he's torn the lines of Johnny Manziel, Reggie Bush. And you would say, well, Cam Newton. No, I didn't have, like I was in the media for all the wrong reasons. Like I was under NCAA investigation. Like it wasn't, like nobody knew my girlfriend at the time. Nobody knew, anything personal about me outside of the NCAA.
Did you keep that private at that time for a reason?
Yeah, and I had a girlfriend during that time, but it wasn't, and I was grateful that she understood, like, yo,
I'm protecting you.
Like this the brand. And which makes my heart go out to Leanna even more because I'm like, damn, shawty, I know what you're going through. You gotta take the bullet a lot. You gotta be selfless a lot. And nobody's asking you how you feel. Yeah. And you're getting a person in Travis that you got to share with the world.
Yeah.
And it just makes you value those intimate times where she's probably thinking, man, I just wish things were so simple again.
Because your life never going to be like that.
It's never going to be like that no more. Unless.
Y'all don't be together.
Or Travis don't succeed.
Yeah.
And me knowing the person that Travis Hunter is, bro, it's so unfortunate for him to get exposed. Like, because now everybody's like, man, we got to find something. Oh, his girl ain't it. Yeah. And you can tell by the videos that he's producing that it's affecting him.
And it's weighing.
Like, he loves this girl.
Yeah.
Like, you see it in his posts, you see it in his TikToks. You see, like, they make dope shit together.
Yeah.
They got a YouTube together. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's easy for a hating ass fan to say like, "Oh man, she just leeching on."
Yeah.
And it's such an easy topic. Hell, we're talking about it right now.
No.
We had other topics that we could talk about, and we like, no, we gotta talk about this. Because it's for people who don't know people, it's hard for them to judge people. Especially the frustrating thing about being the people that are being judged. Like, bro, you're getting, let's put this in perspective, Leanna. You can't take to heart what people are saying about you or your relationship.
That's tough.
Because this is the thing that has saved me in a lot of times.
Talk to me now.
Cite the source.
Who's saying that?
I gotta let that breathe.
Say that one more time for the people.
I gotta let that breathe. Cite the source. Do not take criticism from a person that you wouldn't take advice from. Cite the source. Don't allow your emotions to get in the way if you hit that person's profile and it's private. Cite the source. Don't take that comment to heart if you hit that person's profile and they're not the type of person that you would call friends or be with or will ever be in your room. Cite the source.
No, okay.
So Leanna, I'm with you, baby. I know you won't. I know you want to feel like you have to protect something. The only thing that you got to protect is making sure you and Travis is good.
And that's what I was going to ask you.
Cite the source. Because do you and others who live vicariously through you, mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins, best friends, do they want to respond? Let them do that. Can you? No, you can't. That's just a game. So cite the source. What puts me at ease is this. Okay. I've been in the media, here recently for a lot of things. Mm-hmm. One in particular, I go to the strip club for men. This is because of my competitive nature. Yeah. But that was just an edit that we thought it was strategic for us to do. Correct. To draw people back to, like, hold on, what can I mean by that?
And what do you mean by that?
It's competitive.
So it's like, I'm the high roller in here, so I'm going to out-throw. I'm going to spend the most money.
And I'm going to make it back.
Yeah.
But you're still going to get, oh, man, you get.
Yeah.
Leanna, I'm still with you, baby. Cite the source. Trav, still, bro, cite the source, bro.
So can I ask you one question?
Hold on, I'm still cooking, Peg.
My bad. I'm over here jumping.
Cite the source. Bro, you on top of the world, Trav. And understanding that people wish they would die to be you. This is what comes with it. Cite the source. Don't allow these folks the time, the emotion, and the energy. They don't deserve to get up under your skin, Leanna. They don't deserve to get up under your skin, Trav. Don't give these motherfuckers that shit. Because something that was supposed to be, Dion had to help her. They gonna say whatever they want to say. Yeah. Okay, in that same talk, I'm gonna help you out. Cite the source. The same talk with somebody tapping you on the shoulder where people took it out of context and said they gotta tell her to stand up. If you was celebrating when his name was called, they would have said, "Oh, why she doing all that? She too extra, girl. Act like you been there before."
Yeah, that's true. They would have said something about anything.
Something. I just posted on my social media. It's like when Floyd Mayweather was talking to Gervonta Davis. He said, you do something bad, they're going to talk about you. Do something good, they're going to talk about you. Moral of the story, do what makes you happy. And going back to you, Leanna, the only thing that you should worry about is you and Travis's relationship. The only thing Travis should worry about is trying to be the best football player he possibly could be. And also your personal relationship. A lot of times being in this position, a lot of athletes protect their personal relationship. Tell me something about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
You don't Don't know much other than the elevator fight.
That's it.
No.
It's not for everybody. That don't mean that they don't have
Quarrels?
problems, issues. Tell me something that happened about Savannah James and LeBron.
I can't say much.
And even really for me, this is something that I'm still learning today. I have to do a better job with protecting my partner. Because it does affect, but even when I counsel her and she counsels me and she says, babe, like, come on. Like, what, like, every Funky Friday night, it's like, oh, should I be worried about? Yeah. And it's a joke, but behind every joke is the truth.
Yeah.
So for her, I'm saying, like, babe, I'm just keeping it a buck, but are you keeping it too much of a buck? We're allowing the world to dictate our relationship, and don't allow that to happen, Leanna and Trav. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these bitches. Fuck everybody. That's what you want to say. But you can't say it. They're not worth your time. So put things into perspective. Cite the source. Now, depending on who the source is, cite it. See what's really being said. Because the truth of it is, I create content that pushes the narrative forward. And I don't hide around my emotions. I don't hide around where I stand at. You either know where I stand or know where I don't stand. But I ain't gonna straddle the fence. Yeah. That's one thing I promise to do when I'm in media. Somebody got to keep it a buck. It's too many motherfucking fence straddlers in this motherfucker. I'm going to let the motherfucker know. And Leanna, from what I've seen and what I've observed personally, as well as on your social media, you a good girl, man. You a good girl. But they'll never tell you that. They'll never tell you that. So keep your fucking chin up. Trav, bro, focus on being the best football player that you possibly can be. And fuck these niggas. Because more than half of them wish they was in your situation. And more than half of them can't even relate to your situation. So I'd be damned if I sit up here and take criticism from a person that's idolizing me by way of hate. You really love me. You hate that you're not me, though. Why are you so worried about me? Is it because I'm Travis Hunter? Is it because I'm really good at football? Oh, y'all ain't seen no issues in my play, so y'all gotta go
my personal.
And this is the thing, even while talking about this, what Trav has been able to do, name me another player in modern history, ever a star, who has made themselves accessible like Travis Hunter.
Haven't been his age.
Actively.
Yeah. It hasn't been his age of media and content. So
did Reggie Bush while he was at USC?
Yeah.
Did Johnny Manziel while he was at Texas A&M? Did Cam Newton while he was at Auburn? Did LeBron James while he was... Michael Jordan when he was in Chicago? Look at what's happening. He's made himself accessible by way of social media, by way of Twitch, yeah. By way of YouTube. And people have ways to keep poking them. So I say all that to say, as long as they have access to you, Trav, Leanna, they gonna poke you. Fuck them. Don't allow them to infiltrate you guys' relationship. Because if anybody knows a relationship, the people who know, you can see. And after being around him and kind of, man, that motherfucker feels strong about his girl. As he should.
Yeah.
So, man, bro, they gonna keep talking. Whether you post her, whether you don't post her. Oh, I don't know where she at. She ain't posted her in a while, so they must not be together. Shut the fuck up. Cite the source. That same person who said that, you go back on their page and it's private, or it got a dog on the damn profile picture, or it's from a fixed. It's so much shit that people say and do that it should not allow them to impact your emotions and energy. What you got?
Now, my only question, I mean, as we see, social media can really harm a lot of the mental health of a lot of players, from situations, Jaden Daniels having a good year and people talking negatively, Dak Prescott, everybody gets it, right? You've gotten it. Is the social media has those ups and downs. Is it something that I guess the solution be to just not be on social media though?
No.
That's gonna mess with your money too.
It's inevitable. Like, the thing about it is, let's cite the source. Like, take it within reason. Like, you can't get too high off the and too low on the nah. You can't get too high off the oohs and get too low for the boos. Moral of the story is, stay balanced. Yeah, social media, it's not going nowhere. So learn it, and also don't be so quick to be impacted off of it. Now, there's times where you need a break. There's times where you have social posts that are mandated by your contract. So I would have been off social media, to be honest with you. And there's times where I deactivated my account. It's just like, man, I want to take it back to the old days, man, where motherfuckers was social without the media.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So those type of things is like, bro, cite the source. Do not allow these hating ass pundits, opinions from motherfuckers, or even platforms to dictate your happiness and your sadness. Not that. It's too many other things that are important in this world. And it goes back to who's coaching that. Because if she had a coach, if the mom had not them specifically, but I'm saying, if the supporting cast had coaches in place that said, hey, sis, hey, I'm just calling and seeing if you're okay. Man, fuck these niggas. Girl, you shining.
Yeah.
I know what you're going through. Me and my so-and-so did that same thing too. And what got me over it was this. I hope that she got that. Because even for Trav, going into this situation, you got so many different coaches. You need that person that has been where you are and don't want nothing from you. They just want you to make sure you're doing right by your God-given talent. And by getting distracted by the energy poachers and the hating motherfuckers, because it ain't everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I was genuinely excited, along with a lot of other people who were genuinely excited for Trav. Not just winning the Heisman, but him going to Jackson State.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn.
For sure.
The most highly touted recruit ever commits to a HBCU.
Correct.
Then just Prime as a whole. So it's everybody ain't no hater. And you gotta cite the source.